Hello everyone. Characters, abilities, and passives. So where we left off was on Guan Yu. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is taking out my trash boy. And my other channels that I actually go on is one account is on Fiverr. It's called Greenboy underscore 2019, and with capital G. And I think the B is capital too. As I was saying, Greenboy 2019. That is my account on Fiverr. My linked account is uh, Jonathan Record at 611.com. Plus another one, another account is on trying to think. We're gonna do you. No, we're gonna do Poseidon today.
The ocean calls my name.
Okay. Now, yeah. So on Fiverr, my Greenboy underscore 2019. On LinkedIn is Jonathan Record at no, Jonathan Record 611 at gmail.com. And if you want to hit me up on Google, go to Jonathan Record at. Anyway. Anyway. Now another one. Another item. Another website that I be on is on YouTube. So my name is Johnny, and that's with a capital JON, space capital JON, space capital JOHNNY. So that's all the information that I want to do it on. I can watch all of that. Now, this is about Poseidon today. Now, of course, we have to go in here to the set level. Okay, so let me tell y'all like the abilities and whatnot. But first, let me talk about Poseidon. Now, Poseidon always been like one of the annoying characters in the game, but he wasn't just annoying. He was the one that slows people, and most people on this game will actually get this item right here. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Going to penetration because it's not under penetration. My bad. I don't remember. Oh, it's under health. Okay, here it is. So this is Gem of ISO. The only reason that is good is because enemies hit by your damaging abilities will move 25% slower for 2 seconds. So that's a good item to use on Poseidon all the time. But even though he can already like slow, okay, I didn't mean to use that ability. So let's go reset cooldown. Okay, I guess it's gonna reset already. So let's look at his passive first, and I'll show y'all like how to exactly build this guy. It's a way to build a side on like every battle you play. You got to build like different every time. Changing tidies, ability buff, and is a passive too. Poseidon's movement speed increases and his abilities do additional damage as his title level increases. Successfully basic attack hits increase his title, and using abilities decreases it. So what this means is that Poseidon's movement speed increases his abilities. So any ability you use, like for instance, if I use this ability right here, it will give me like more movement speed. And that's what his passive is. So if you build up that little thing in the corner, so let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So if you're hitting like an object, so let me show y'all like real quick. Don't worry, y'all gonna see in a minute. So if I just do a basic attack, that thing right there, you see that thing building up? It's gonna build up, and that's how he gains attack speed. See, his attack speed is increasing because of that passive. So Poseidon's movement speed increases his abilities doing additional damage. Successful basic attack hits increase his title, and using abilities decreases it. That means if you use abilities like this, see, it decreases it. So he's not going to be fast anymore. So basically, if you use abilities, he's not going to be fast no more. He has going down. It's going to go down all the time if you use abilities. But if you just basic attacking, it's going to go up. It's going to keep going up. You're going to be faster. That's why Poseidon, that's why you can't get hit by Poseidon. If you get hit by Poseidon, if you get hit by him, then he increases his speed. And then it's easy to target you. So that's why he be going fast. That's another reason why he goes fast. So that's why his passive does that. That is why it does that. So let's look at his first ability. So that's why Poseidon goes fast, because if he keep hitting you with basic attacks, he's gonna go faster. But if he uses abilities, he's not gonna go fast. He's gonna go slower. Poseidon summons forth a wave that travels in a line, dealing damage and pushing back all enemies in his path. So that's basically all it does. So basically, if I go to options, targeting line, put my ruler up, let's see how far it goes. So now we know the radius of Poseidon's attack. It goes 70 units. So imagine if your enemy was 70 units. So this is 70 units, right? So he got hit because this is 70 units. You want to make sure you put this on at all times to make sure when that dot comes up, you don't even have to make sure it comes up. So if I do it like right here, it's not gonna hit him, right? If I go closer to him, like right here, it's gonna hit him. Like right here, Still hit him, right? Still hit him because he's on the radius. The radius of his ability is 70 units. So it's gonna hit them as soon as possible. Now let's look at his second ability. Poseidon activates his trident, granting movement speed and making his basic attacks fire 2 additional shots in a spread for 6 seconds. That means right here, he got this for 6 seconds, right? So let's count. Let's count how many seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. You gotta count the seconds too. You gotta make sure you count it 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically he's hitting each attack. It matters how much attack you're doing when you're doing 6 seconds. Then the shots deal magical damage plus 20% of Poseidon's magical power. That means he'll do more damage. All shots increase Poseidon's title on successful hit. So basically, if I activate this, I can go faster, right? But watch this. Okay, I'm going fast right now, right? So just keep watching Poseidon. Just keep watching me. Keep watching. Now my thing is up, right? I got unlimited attack speed, right? Now I'm gonna activate my second ability. Now he's even going more faster. That's how you really go fast with Poseidon. See, he's going fast right now, but if you want to go really fast, activate it. It's gonna make him go really fast. That's how people go fast with Poseidon. They use their basic attacks to hit their enemy. Then they activate this skill to chase them. Then they activate this one. Then they do their ultimate. And that is why Poseidon be chasing you. You can't let him hit you. If you let Poseidon hit you with his basic attacks, he's gonna go faster than you because he's gonna activate his 2 as soon as you're going slow. As soon as you're getting hit by this ability right here, and we finna talk about that ability right now. So whirlpool, ground target ability. Poseidon summons a whirlpool at his ground target location that cripples targets, preventing movement speed abilities, and pulls targets forward the center, dealing magical damage every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds. Reduces Poseidon's tidal by 20% when cast. So basically what they're talking about is this. Changing titles. It decreases it. When he uses it, it uses 20% of it. When he uses this one, it uses 20% of it. When he uses this one, so let's see. So let's see how much he uses when he uses that axe. So let's hit Odin. Okay, so we're hitting him, right? So let's use our axe. See, it just uses 20% again. This uses 20%. See, but you see it's not using that ability, right? Now, let's put the circle down. Now you use 20% of that. Now the only abilities that's using 20% is your axe and your circle. your square is not going to use your water. So you don't have to worry about using your water if you got your square. See, your square doesn't use it. It's just a basic attacker. And y'all gotta like remember that. But it does use mana, but it doesn't it doesn't use your water. Your changing water. It doesn't use your changing water. Okay, so let's go to this skill now. Poseidon releases the Kraken, damaging and slowing targets in its radius. Enemies in the center of the effect, when it spawns, take additional damage, are bounced in the air and stunned. So that's what happens to the enemies when they're bounced up in the air. So let me get y'all a feel of what that looks like. So say if he's running, right? So that's what it looks like. Y'all want to see it again? Okay. So let's see it again. So let's go reset cooldowns. No, we gotta go to this one right here. Reset cooldown. Okay, so let's see it again. So just look closely, y'all. Look closely at what I'm doing. Basically, you're slowed. When the ultimate comes, you're slowed. So you gotta have like an item. Okay, so a good item to have if they slow you. If Poseidon slows you, okay, say if you was a tank, okay? Say if you was a tank. A good item to use would be, let me see. The item to use would be this. Wind Blade. Because the Wind Blade, it says, when hit by a slow, you are immune to slows and your movement speed is increased by 20%. So, you know how, like we said, that Poseidon uses like these abilities right here. His circle and his axe use 20% of his water when he built it up. See, ain't that something? That is 20%. 20%. The speed is increased by 20%. But when you use Poseidon's abilities, it's 20%. So he's using 20% of his changing tidal. But the enemy can increase their 20% for 4 seconds. So say if I okay, so I know I can't put no build on Poseidon, but that will happen like for 4 seconds. And it occurs every 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds it occurs. So say if I was okay, so say it okay, so I'm gonna put this item on me, okay? And I'm gonna show you exactly why this item is good. Like, say if your mirror was attacking me. Okay, so he's attacking me, right? See? You see how fast I got out of there? You see how fast I got out of there? 20 seconds, right? 30 seconds. No. 4 seconds. It takes me 4 seconds to get out of there, right? It took me 4 seconds just to get out of there. It occurs every 30 seconds. Did y'all see what I did? So let me show y'all again. Let me show y'all exactly what I did. See, you see? I activated again. I'm going fast again. He slowed me. Now Raw does the same thing. So let's let Raw hit us. Watch. See? But our thing is not activated yet, is it? So let's wait until it's activated, okay? Wait until it's activated. Now, then let's attack him. Yep, see? It activated again. He slows. Raw slows, okay? Y'all remember that. He slows too. Now who doesn't slow? Neith definitely slows. All these guys that they got slow. But only one of them stunned, and that is Thor. Thor stuns you. He hits you, but he doesn't slow you. But Neith definitely does. So she just did when she did her backflip, okay? That's her slow. That is her slow. Now, another thing I need to learn about Poseidon is that remember his abilities. Remember it. Remember that preventing movement abilities and pull targets toward this circle skill is a good skill to use against guardians. Most definitely. See, I was doing a lot of damage to that Neith, but I didn't have all my items built. I only had one item build. But let's take that item off. But we're actually going to keep this item, okay? I'm going to put boots on. Pin boots on. Then we're going to put, since she's a hunter, you definitely need toxic for her heals. Or you don't even have to get that. You can get this. This would be better. Because if you're trying to build a tanky Poseidon, you want to definitely build things that I'm building right now. And you want to build damage as like your last forgiving item. As your last item. Celestial Legion helmet. So that's a good item to use because every 2 seconds you receive a stack of 7 physical protection up to a max of 5 stacks are removed upon taking damage from gods. Stacks can only be granted after not taking damage from gods for 5 seconds. Now, this is a good item to remember, okay? Because they said can't take damage for 5 seconds. That's just like the Willix we was talking about yesterday. That when she doesn't take the amount of damage on her passive, then she start doing like physical damage out of nowhere. Now, this is a good item to use against a Willix. And not just this item. Another item that would be good is Breastplate of Valor. That would be a good item to use. So what I'm building right now, I'm building against the Neith, right? So I'm just building tanky right now. So we got Breastplate of Valor that has 20% of our cooldown duration, right? Reduction. We got physical protection. We got 300 mana, 10 MP5. We got 60 magical power, 40 physical protection, and we got 20 MP5. Okay. Then we got 80 magical protection, but we do not need that. We need this. So let's get that. Then, since we got that, let's get. Let me see. Since it's not hard to kill Neith, let's get this item in a minute. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, right. Physical defense, right.
I'm not ancient. I don't need knee pads.
No, you don't need that. I'll get something like that. Okay, now let's test Neats out. See if she can beat us. Now see how I'm going fast, right? Because my thing is up, right? Now watch this. Now I'm going even faster, right? Because I unlocked my ability. So basically, this guy is really fast if you build him properly. Sometimes you don't have to build damage all the time, especially if you're dealing with a niche. So you see what I'm doing? And I build a no life steal, right? When I build a no life steal, because I know I can't build life steal against her. Now, let's go against Ymir. Now, I don't know why it's two Ymirs. Now, how was I able to beat both of them? Can y'all tell me? Because I was tanky, right? But I can be even more deadly. Since I'm dealing with a magical, all I have to do is get these items off, get Bancroft, and get penetration. Now watch this.
What's your damage?
Now to beat Thor, we're gonna have to get some physical defense. So let's get some physical defense, right? Let's get defense that can go against him. They can just shred him. So we're gonna get Breastplate of Valor. Then we're gonna get since he does a lot of damage, we're gonna get that against Thor. Yeah, see, I'm doing more damage than him, right? Why? Because of this item right here. I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. This item right here. Enemy gods within the 55 units have their magical power reduced by 30. So y'all see on my thing it says 55, right? So if he's right here, 55 units right here, he's gonna be reduced. So watch this. So he was exactly 55. He was exactly 55 units, right? So that's why he died. That's why I killed him. Plus he's not building anything, so he might be doing a lot of damage to me, but he's not. Because I'm building tanky. But you don't want to use Toxic Blade against Thor. You want to use this. You want to use some power, some good power. So since he's easy to kill, you want to get some penetration against him.
So psyched to use this.
But this item usually used on like guardians and stuff. But you can use it on him too. See, I'm slower, but I'm actually gonna be faster.
Congratulations, you
what's your
have
damage?
slain a god.
That's why I was doing so much damage. Cause you know how Poseidon. This is why I was doing so much damage. Cause look at his third skill. It says, remember what it says. It says Poseidon summons a that cripples targets, preventing movement abilities, and pulls targets toward the center, dealing magical damage every 0.5 seconds. So that really matters. That really matters, okay? And then another one right here. Our all shots increase. Poseidon's title. So how about let's do this without doing the abilities? No. Let's do this without getting the changing tidies up. Let's do this without that. So let's use all abilities. I still killed him without the thing being up. If that thing is up, he's gonna do additional damage. He's gonna do damage. But because I don't have it up, he's not gonna do all that damage. But he's doing that damage because of this one. He's doing the damage because of his third skill and his second skill. His third skill and his second skill are really tricky. They're really tricky. So since he does attack speed, since he does a lot of attack speed, y'all need to make sure y'all get attack items that can decrease his items. Now, that item I'm talking about is right here. Right here. This item right here, it decreases attack speed. It decreases it. It's right by Mystical Mail and Emperor's Armor. Right here, Guardian Mail. Why I get this item? Because it says passive. Enemies that successfully land a basic attack on you have their movement speed and attack speed reduced by 8% for 2 seconds. This effect can stack up to 3 times and can stack up with other item slow effects. So if you build like a slow effect item, this item will like trigger right away. So it will trigger effects, like slow effects. So that means you'll be real slow. So item like that you want to use with shock. Like shock, he slows a lot of attack speed, right? So you want to use him, someone like him against Poseidon. So that would be a good item to use. But definitely want to use these two items. These two items right here, they stop Thor from doing a lot of damage because he does a lot of physical damage. He does 200%, 200% on his first ability when it returns. So you have to like look out for that. You have to know what this guy does. This guy right here, he's OP, like really freaking OP. But I'm making him look trash right now because of my build. My build is not that good, but I'm still beating him. The only item that's not good in my build right now is Spirit of Magus. I don't need that. So if I want to defeat Thor faster, I would get something like this. Let me see. Oh, right. something like this, I would get like against him, because I know I can slow him better. So let's use our abilities again. We are not gonna use attack speed. We're gonna use our abilities. Okay, okay. I messed up. I messed up. I used my abilities. I use attack speed only once.
You have slain an enemy.
So basically, I hit him 14 times. Now, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So let me tell y'all again what all these abilities do. This does 20% of his magical damage for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, right here it says for every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds it reduces his Poseidon's trident by 20%. So it cripples the enemy, cripples targets, preventing movement abilities. So you can't use your abilities while this is up. So you want to get Wing Blade. When you see a Poseidon on another team, get Wing Blade. That's gonna help you. If you get Wing Blade, it's gonna really help you. And Wing Blade is right here. So if you go right here in the items, it's gonna be right. It's the crown control reduction items right here, CCR. So you go to this item right here, crown control reduction, CCR. And then Gem of ISO is under health. So if you go where health is, that's where Gem of Isolation is. Gem of Isolation. Celestial Legion helmet. That's a good item to use again. It's a Willix, Thor, if you are magical. The Willix, Thor, and Guan Yu, the other 3 that I did before. Then another thing you can use is you can use cooldown sometimes, but you want to use a defensive build against warriors or assassins. You don't want to use damage builds. You use damage builds if it's just no tanks on their team. If it's just okay, so say if it was just a hunter, an assassin, a mage, you just use damage. You don't have to use tanks, but you have to use tanks against mages and hunters and assassins. It depends on who they have or what they're building. So if they do a lot of damage, you definitely gonna have to build defensives. Like I'm building defensive right now, and I'm tearing the sword apart. So I just did my ultimate on him because I'm so tanky and I'm doing a lot of damage, but I don't even have a lot of items on. I don't have a lot of damage. If I really wanted to kill him, I would build something like this. So I would build something like this. Let me see. I would still keep the Gem of Isol, and I'm gonna still keep Breastplate of Valor. The other 2 items I'm gonna build is that and Soul Weaver. So if I want to do a lot of damage to him, I'm gonna build these items. Why? I just killed him faster now. Whoa, watch this.
You have slain an enemy. Double kill.
It's really easy, like, to kill Thor. Get him on him.
Triple kill.
I just got a quadra kill. See? You see how fast I'm killing him now because of them 2 items I put in there? Now, let me put the items that I had back.
Whoa. So psyched to use this.
Now, these 2 items will help you like a lot. If it's a lot of physicals on your team, you definitely want to get Legion. And that other item that I have right here in Jada Emperor's Crown. JD Emperor's Crown is a good item to use against physicals because it's decreasing their physical power by 30 if you're 55 units. As you see on this ruler that's up there, 55 units. That's how fast. That's how far he can go. But he can actually go higher than that. Let's watch this. He can go from there. I thought he could, but I guess he didn't. So let's go closer. So that hit him. Now he's coming to me.
You have slain an enemy.
Basically, use your ultimate. You already know you're gonna kill him. But let's kill him without our ultimate.
Congratulations, you have slain a god.
So that is how you play Poseidon. And let me just show y'all like something once more. If you want to kill a fire giant, you don't have to really like go behind them. Keep just going like this. If you want to kill a fire giant, because I'm like really tanky right now, so he's not gonna really kill me. He might kill me, but at the same time, he's not gonna kill me. My ultimate is almost up, so let me use this. He almost dead. So I ended up killing him. You can kill the fire giant too. If you can kill the fire giant, that means your build is good. If your build is not good and you can't kill the fire giant, if you can kill the gold fury, of course you could do that. But if you can kill the fire giant, that's better. So I killed the fire giant, I killed the gold fury because of my build. I got wing blade, I have pin boots and shoes of the magi. I have okay, look, I have wing blade because if someone slows me, then for 4 seconds I won't be slowed, and it occurs every 30 seconds. I got shoes in the Magi because of the 10 penetration. I got Gem of ISO because of 25% that I slowed them. And I got Breastplate of Valor because of the 20% of the cooldown, I think. 20%, yep. 20% reduction. And then I got a Legion. I got a Celestial Legion helmet. Celestial Lament. Legion. I mean, whatever it's called. And then it gives you I think it gives you wait a minute. It gives you 7 physical protection and 7 magical protection. Each time you're not hit for 5 seconds. Then I hit for 5 seconds. And then then that last item is for 55 units. If I'm 55 units where the enemy is, then I decrease their physical power by it only occurs when physicals are next to you for 55 units, and it decreases their physical power by 30 by 30. So say again, use 55 units. My mountain right there. So I killed him. So I decreased his physical power by 30. So that's basically what I build with Poseidon. I mean, if I'm trying to like defeat all these guys, so let me try to defeat this tower. Of course, I'm not gonna defeat the tower. Tower's gonna be too hard to defeat, right? But you can try. So I can't kill that tower.
I better jet
But
before things get
if
worse.
I can get my health back and then come back in, then I can kill it. I gotta keep doing that. You gotta keep doing that. If you really want to get a tower, you gotta keep doing that. Keep backing out when you think you're almost gonna die. Yeah, I got that tower because I backed out. I backed out when I was low health. Then I went back to spawn. Then I came back again. So now there's no tower no more. Now you can't go back here. Of course you can't. I wish you could. But this is just a game. Some people it's not just a game, but it's just a game. So yeah. Yeah, so that's how you do that. When that thing comes up, when that thing goes up, you'll be going fast like this for a minute. So let me do it again. So I'm going fast right now, right? So let me go faster. This is how people be doing it. But if I really wanted to go like really fast, I would get something like this mask. 35% movement speed. And that's a lot of movement speed. But if you want like another item like this one, this has 25%, right? That one actually sucks. But if you want to go faster, get this item.
Oh, this.
But and the good thing that's not about this item, a good thing about this item, good thing that's not good about this item is that it sacrifices defenses and damage. So it's not a good item to use, but if I'm just using it to go fast, see how fast I'm going now? So we're gonna destroy the Gold Series one more time. And then we're gonna go on to a new character. Now we're gonna do Loki. I hope y'all was listening to me that whole time. Now, another guy we're gonna do right now is Loki. Now, everybody say they hate Loki, right? I don't hate him. Just a normal god. See, every god in here is normal. Loki is normal. There's nothing wrong with Loki. Everybody say that.
Friday?
Don't mind if I do.
Is it already Friday?
Okay, so we're gonna get the Agent of Darkness skin for Loki. Then we are gonna show y'all exactly like how people be doing a lot of damage. So first we are gonna look at his abilities first, but of course we're gonna get him level 20. Cause what's a level 20 Loki? Without giving him level 20.
Prepare to pilfer.
Oh, and I did that Poseidon video because one of my friends online, I think he's a little kid. I think his name is Jumpy Line, and he wanted me to do one of them videos for him, and I just did. And this is another video he wanted me to do for him. After this, I'm gonna do Kumbhakarna. Nah, I'm not gonna do Kumbhakarna after this video. I'm gonna do who else should I do? I know Loki's not one of the new gods. He's one of the old gods. Okay, so let's look at his abilities. Let's look at his passive first. Loki deals more damage when his basic attacks when hitting enemies from behind. His basic attack you also utilize a 5-swing progressive chain. Progressive chain. Now, let's look at his abilities. So that's basically what he does. So he does damage behind you. So let me show you exactly what that looks like. So it looks like that. Loki is a really easy god to master. He's not easy though. People say he's easy, but he's not. The hardest thing is to land his ultimate. The thing that's doing a lot of damage is his passive. Because if you're hitting someone like behind. Okay, so let's look at his passive. His first passive. So vanish, melee target. Loki disappears in a poof of smoke. While invisible, he moves faster. Removes slow effects. Gains immunity to slow effects. Reveals Loki. So basically, if he's invisible, he does more damage. So let me show you what that looks like. So if you wait for 2 seconds, he's gonna do damage for 0.5 seconds, okay? So, 2, 1. You can't do it right away though. You gotta wait until 2 seconds after he does it. Applies ability to his target, dealing damage every 0.5 seconds. Yeah, real okay. And that ability is too easy to do. I mean, it's not easy, but if you have like something like Katana, hasting Katana, then it's good. Now this one right here is basically an illusion. Loki spawns a decoy version of himself that taunts all nearby enemy minions. After a short time, the decoy explodes, dealing damage to all enemies in the radius. So basically, this is an illusion. That is an illusion. So let me take this ruler off thing. Let me take this ruler thing off. Upon activation, Loki's next successful basic attack does additional damage and slows the target. When he activates this, so upon activation, Loki's next basic attack does additional damage and slows the target. So if he does it like once, so if he does it once, so look at this.
Never see it coming.
See, he's not doing that much damage, right? But if he's invisible, Actually, I did it late. So let me go back to the reset cooldowns.
Looking for someone? They'll never see it coming.
Okay, I messed up again. I guess I was supposed to put the clone there first.
Don't look away. Ready to strike.
So it says upon activation, if you activate it, he's gonna do more damage. Upon activation, if you activate it, and then he does the basic attack, Loki's next basic attack successfully slows the target. So, and then this one right here, assassinate. It's called assassinate. It says upon activation, let Loki teleport to his ground target location. So it says if an enemy god is within the radius, Loki will backstab that target doing damage and stunning them. So that target, we're gonna do our build, in a minute. We're not gonna do it right now. So we're gonna put that.
Never see it coming.
My ability, because that thing was in the way. So let's reset our cooldown. So let's put this over there. So I won't be in the way.
Darkness embrace me.
You see that did like 378. So that's how much that damage does. If you're a ground target, if you're on the ground. But if you're not in the ground, like in the air, he can't do it on you. So say if he was hit in the air by Hercules, he can't do it on you because you're in the air. So that's basically what that is about. But if he's around your back most of the time, then if he's around your back most of the time, then you definitely wanna definitely don't want him to be behind you, because he's gonna do a lot of damage behind you. So let's get some relics. Get not meditation. Let's get bracers.
Hey, Jonathan, you had some oatmeal?
Yep.
Jonathan, you had some oatmeal, man?
Okay, I'm gonna get that.
You said yeah.
Jotun's Ride for cooldowns.
Jonathan?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I had some. No, I can't hear me. Okay. Boots.
Pretty blade. I'd steal it if I could.
Sometimes Loki's will get like these boots. The Ninja Tabai. Ninja Tabai would be like better for Loki, but I would get these, because he already has like enough basic attack. But if you want to get that, then you can. I might get it. You know what? Yeah, I think I might just stay with this. Good items with Loki. You don't want to make him too damagey. You want to build him tanky, because he already does a lot of damage. I mean, you can build him damage if you want, but so a good item to use with Loki would be Heart Seeker,
Accidents.
and sometimes Soul Eater would be good too. Would be good for the damage. I would get Brawlers for penetration, so that's penetration too. This is penetration too. So and then I would get this for Neath. All these items that I got, I would get that for Neath. But don't don't do the same thing I'm doing. You could build Loki different. I'll just build in my way. The way that I think I should build. So I know Neath is not gonna do a lot of damage. So let's test this build out. Now, let me tell y'all why I got these items. I got Jotun's Wrath for the 20% of the cooldown reduction. And then Brawler's Beast Stick for the enemies hit by your abilities have 40% reduced healing and regeneration for 8 seconds. And boots, I got these boots because of the physical power, but instead of getting those, I'm gonna get Ninja Tabby.
Pretty blade.
I'm gonna get the Ninja Tabby instead, because it's better for Loki. And then let me see, Heartseeker. I got Heartseeker because every successful basic attack gives you 1 stack. At 5 stacks, your next ability deals bonus damage equal to 80%.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
you got a cold in your chest, man? Where you cold at, man? Where you cold at, man? In your throat, your nose, or your chest?
Let me see.
What you do?
No, I'm trying to think because sometimes when I cough, it just.
Does it hurt your throat?
No, but it's mostly still like a little bit in my throat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Stay out of that room. It's nice and warm in your room. The room is nice and warm. Where's your heat at? Oh, it's right here. Well, that's good you got it in this area. That warms up that whole area there. Okay. But none in your chest, huh?
No,
Okay.
it's not.
We still gonna be, me and you still gonna see the doctor this week, okay?
Yeah. So I got this item because every successful basic attack gives you 1 stack. 1 stack at 5 stacks. Your next ability deals bonus damage equal to 80% of your physical power. So the first enemy god hit with the lowest health. Then each time I got this item, I got Soul Eater because of this. Because it has 40 physical power, 200 mana, 10% of physical lifesteal, 10% of cooldown reduction, passive. Each time anything dies within 80 units, you gain a stack. Gods, large, jungle monsters and jungle bosses provide 5 stacks. At 75 stacks, Soul Eater evolves, gaining plus 20 physical power and allowing your physical abilities to heal you for 15% of the damage dealt. So if any like jungle monsters, gods, or any minions or like siege juggernauts or like camp die, you're gonna receive like that much. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got Ninja Tabby because of the attack speed. I got Jotun's Wrath because of the cooldowns, and then I got got Heartseeker because of the 80% of the physical power that you're gonna gain if you get 5 stacks, like 5 max stacks. Then Soul Eater will evolve like it will evolve at 75 stacks, granting you 15% of your physical lifesteal, giving you that, and then it's gonna give you plus uh 20 physical power too. Then I got brawlers for Neith because of her heal on her second skill. Then I have and plus that does that reduces her heal every 8 seconds, 40%. And then Toxic Blade does the same thing. And it doesn't do the exact same thing, but once you're hitting the enemy, every time your basic attack is reducing their health, their healing by 20%. And another item to use is let me see, 20%, 20%. And then for 4 seconds, right? So every time you hit them, it reduces. No, 8 seconds. Okay, second up to 2 times and lasting 8 seconds. Okay, lasting 8 seconds. So every time I hit her like this.
Looking for someone? Never see it coming.
To the battleground of the gods.
Into the shadows. Out of the shadows. Don't look away. To strike.
You have slain an enemy.
Yeah. So y'all notice I'm not using no life steal, right? So I'm not using no life steal, but I can go back to my base.
Looking for someone? Never see it coming. The darkness keeps me safe.
See how she was distracted?
Not so much.
If they get distracted by hitting that, you're gonna do more damage. And that's basically how you play Loki. If I was to do like a damage build, I would go these items. I would still get Young's Wrath. I would go for some crit.
This would be useful in case of a few.
And I would use
accidents.
this one. I would use this one because for 8 seconds, after using an ability, your next basic attack will deal an additional 50% damage. Abilities that function like basic attacks do not benefit from this. So Poseidon, if he, I mean, I know he doesn't have this item, but like, okay, so for example, Erlen Shen. So if he uses his ability, it's not going to function from that. You got to use your basic attacks, like literally your basic attacks. And it says it has another passive. This item grants 2.5 MP 5 per 10% of your mana missing. So that's a good item to use for Loki too. I'm still gonna have to get this item,
I'd steal it
and
if I
then
could.
this would be a good item for Loki too. So
Ready to strike. Darkness embrace me.
Congratulations, you have
plus it does
slain
bleed
a
damage.
god.
Never see it coming.
Double kill.
Looking for
Rampage.
someone? Ready to strike. I never see the shadows until it's too late. Don't look away. Never see it coming.
Quadra kill. Unstoppable.
Ready to strike. Looking for someone?
Pentakill.
Never see it coming. Don't look away. The darkness keeps me safe. You?
Divine.
Not so much.
So that's how you build them damage. If you want to build damage, Loki, you're gonna have to build a lot of penetration to penetrate your enemy, or you can build defensive.
I always
Build
found
this
them
item to
very
stun them, like
loud
if they're trying to
and
kill you.
clanky.
But you still want to build this item, of course. You still want to build that. Then if they're trying to like stun you with crown control, and get this item too.
Looking for someone ready to strike in the shadows. Out of the shadows.
You see how she didn't stun me? Because that was crown
You
control.
have slain an enemy.
And that occurs every 70 seconds. This item is called Magi's Cloak. It's a good item to use. It occurs every 70 seconds. Absorbs a single hard ground control effect or root once every 70 seconds. So when this occurs, the owner also receives 1 second of crown control immunity. So this lasts just 1 second. So if Bellona did her ultimate on you, it stuns you, right? She's not going to be able to stun you. So let's do this again. Let's try this again.
Ready to strike. Darkness embrace me.
Because it wasn't activated. It's activated now, right? So watch this again. It's gonna actually stun her, so let's get another knees.
Looking for someone. Never see it coming. Look away. Ready to strike.
Immortal.
Never see the shadows.
Now you see I don't have a lot of damage, right? So let me put that crusher back on, and let me put my let me get rid of these items. My crusher back
This
on.
would be useful in case of
Put
a
my
few
crit back on.
accidents.
Or I can put this item on. This is a good item to use too. It's called Wind Demon. Poison Star is a good one too.
Never see it coming.
God
Looking for someone? Ready to strike in the shadows. Out of the shadows.
double kill.
And that's how you play Loki. So you could try any item. If you know all the items, if you know most of the items in the game, you will be okay. That's how you play Loki. So I don't know why I still got this shield, but I mean, I know it's off, but
Don't look away. Never see it coming.
see, still showing my shield. So that's basically how you play Loki. But if y'all want to like know again why he does a lot of damage, let me tell you guys how. You gotta always look at his behind you. So there's just a lot of damage behind you. If you're behind someone, you can do more damage. Remember that. And not just that, look at his abilities. It does a lot of slows and a lot of bleed damage. And remember that this ability does more damage in his kit and his ultimate. And he can get away if she thinks she can. She thinks she can get away, but she can't. Cause if you go invisible, if you don't use your invisible, if you use your so say if you use your ultimate.
Darkness embrace me. Looking for someone. Strike.
She used it, right?
Never see it.
Still can't get away though.
Don't look away. Darkness
You
keeps me
have
safe.
slain
She's
an
already
enemy.
dead already.
Not
So
so
she fell
much.
for the trap. Nah, that's basically all I'm gonna do today, y'all. Thought I was gonna do more, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna do today. So, goodbye. This is taking out my trash boy. I'm gonna be playing with some other friends. See ya.